Welcome to this edition of the Western Canada Fishing Development Partnership. It's been great to be around the arenas, seeing the officials out on the ice, working hard and enjoying their games. In this edition, we're going to cover three important topics: professionalism, attitude, and conflict management. First, professionalism. What is it and why is it important? As the saying goes, professionalism is not the job you do, but it's how you do the job. Professionalism is a powerful quality. It allows you to work your games to the best of your ability, and it helps to impress and inspire your teammates and the participants within the game. It will lead to not only self-confidence, but the people involved in the game will have confidence and trust in you as an official. Let's hear some thoughts from the officials on what professionalism is and what it means to them.
We have relationships, we respect each other, we're honest with each other. We may not always agree, but at the same time, because we have those other pieces in place through our professionalism, we can respect each other's opinion and move forward.
In our job, people are always watching us. And so it starts before we even get into the rink, and then obviously when you're in the rink, people are they know who we are, even though you think they might not know. So it's very important that you're always, holding yourself and your teammates in that matter to the highest standards. Whatever league you're working, especially if you are wearing a Western Hockey League coat or a Hockey Alberta coat or a Hockey Saskatchewan coat, people see that and they know what you are and what you do. So make sure you're representing that logo not only well on the ice but off the ice as well.
I think just knowing that there's always somebody watching you, whether you think you're in a closed dressing room or there's nobody else around you, it's always how you're carrying yourself. Are you representing the league you're working or the event you're at? Just making sure that you're being your best self all the time.
To me, professionalism is taking onus and being proud of the craft and the art that you do. Learning the rules, learning how to communicate, being a student of the game, doing anything you can to better yourself on the ice and off the ice will lead to success. But learning the craft and being proud and taking pride in the job that you do is a major part of professionalism.
It's always important to know that any place you officiate in, people know who you are. So carry yourself in the arenas, the restaurants, and other places. It reflects on you and how you're viewed. Attitude is another important trait in being a good official. Having a good attitude with your teammates and your officiating coaches will go a long ways in achieving success on and off the ice. As well as our attitude on the ice, people notice things like hustle, desire, a work ethic, which is ultimately how we're perceived as an official. Attitude is a tough thing in officiating. We need to be confident in our abilities, but it's such a fine line between confidence and arrogance. We need to have a good, positive, strong attitude for officiating success. Let's hear some thoughts on the importance of positive attitude from some of our partners.
It's vital to the success of an official, and part of that attitude a lot of times is body language. We often have a stern demeanor, if you will, or a stoic demeanor, but also appearing that you're going to be approachable. So it's kind of an attitude, an over-encompassing professionalism thing that, we're here to control the game, we're here to keep it fair and safe, but we're also not the enemy. And so that's something, with having that attitude of softening your eyes is one thing, and making yourself appear like you're listening and you are listening and being approachable.
After every game, I always say that was fun. No matter how bad the game was or how good it was or how smooth it went or how rough it went, we want to be out here having fun, because when you're not having fun, the game doesn't get our full attention and what it really deserves, and the game deserves all of us working as hard as we can and having us fun as much as we can.
Nice call, Josh. Good wave there.
Yeah, an official's attitude I think it makes or breaks an official. Coming to the game with a positive attitude is going to allow you to have a good game. It's going to allow you to rub off on your other officials. And if you're coming in with a positive attitude and that official is having a tougher time, maybe you're gonna rub off on them, and they're gonna bring their game or their attitude up.
Because a lot of players, they feed off the positive attitude or the attitudes of refs. So if you're out there and you're grumpy or you're whatever, then the players feed off of that really well, and so then they get grumpy or they get more worked up. So having a positive attitude and just being able to stay calm keeps them calm, usually makes them a little bit happier and the coach is happier, and it just makes the game go smoother.
A good positive attitude is contagious. I'm a firm believer that there's a positive in everything that happens in life, and finding and using that positive energy will help make us successful. We work in an environment where we're always going to have conflict. How we manage and how we diffuse those situations will help us be good officials. We do not expect the teams to always agree with us, but we can make them feel they've been heard, why we are making the decisions we are making, and trust that our decision making will go a long way in controlling the emotions from within the game. Short, straight, to the point conversations, not long, drawn-out conversations, will help us keep our games on track. Let's hear some thoughts on how we can approach conflict management.
I would say that, your physical presence to start. So your positioning when you get into the scrum. Sometimes, you don't want to enter from the back. You want to enter, facing them. So that way they can see that you're there, and that maybe, they might understand that now the scrum is discontinued because you're there. We want to get into the scrum as fast as we can, but we can also use our communication to bring down the temperature of the game. So by talking to the players, and that goes even further to know the players' names if you can. And again, that goes back to our preparation within the game.
Patience is a big one, and being receptive to what is being told or is being told to you at the time of any situation. Sometimes situations are calm, sometimes situations get a little more tense and heated due to the nature of the game. But I think if you can be patient and receptive to what the other person or party has to say, and then deal with it again in a professional manner, is only going to set you up for a better outcome.
Again, I think it goes back to communication. If you're communicating with the players on the ice and you're calm, and again, respect. If you're respecting who you're communicating with, I think that goes an extremely long way.
It's great to hear so many officials at a variety of levels talk about professionalism, attitude, and conflict management. We have talked a lot this episode about the tools that you have in a toolbox that will help you with your upcoming games. We wish you great games, safe travels. Please enjoy your teammates and all this game has to offer. Most importantly, have fun. This job of officiating hockey has brought so much joy and fun to myself and my family. I wish that for all of you. Until our next video, be well.